ain't gonna lie, bro. We owe Thragg an apology. Yes, we, as in me and you. Because the way we was disrespecting this man before episode 7, bro. And I'm not talking to y'all comic book readers. If you read the comics, you don't count. Like, there's a lot of y'all talking about, I read the comics, so I knew he wasn't a fraud. Good for you, buddy, but the rest of us just watching the show. After episode 6, he wasn't looking too good, bro. I ain't gonna lie, I made a whole ass video after episode 6. It was like a mini rant talking about the problems with Invisible. Like, things like the animation or the power scaling or whatever. And at one point I did mention Thragg. Like, I had a few things to say about him. And of course I never dropped the video because I ain't drop it in time before episode 7. And that episode 7 just completely shut my dumb ass up. So I'm gonna just roll the tape on some of the nonsense I was saying. Like, this is the big bad of the series, and as of episode 6, he's looking like a fraud, bro. He's on fraud watch right now. Thragg gonna have to show us something, because right now you looking like a bitch. Looking like a bitch, my nigga. I'm sorry. This is like the big bad of the series, and his introduction it wasn't good. You pulled up on the ops and ran when shit gets sticky. Like, they destroyed your ship, and you grabbed that crusty ass skull and got out of there. You ran. I ain't gonna lie, Thragg, you got it, big bro. Like, I'm sorry. Your chain real, gang. Your chain overly real, bro. It's crazy the switch up that could happen in a week. My guy was putting in fraud conversations to, like, Thragg went from fraud watch to, like, now he putting debates on who had more aura, him or when Madara entered the Shinobi War. That boy Thragg getting instantly glazed, bro. And it's deserved. How often do we see like a main villain just shit on the whole main cast like that? Now it's really to a point, like, how do we stop this nigga, bro? That should really make you think, like, why was he just sitting around with that crusty ass skull when bro could have been putting work? Bro could have ended the war before it started, bro. Like, who's touching him? Nobody can touch this man. All bro had to do was come outside. Just come outside. You could have just, like, what's the point of sending Conquest and Nissa and Lucan and all these other motherfuckers? Bro could just end the shit whenever he want to. Like, now I'm thinking about it. Now we need to start having different conversations about him. Like, y'all started off with 50 Viltrumites before the war started. Now y'all down to like what, like 40? If you came outside from the jump, you would have had all 50, bro, and then they would have just been done. And I really don't know what Nolan and Thetis was thinking. Like, they the only ones who actually knew how powerful Thragg was. Like, everybody else, there was like reports or whatever, but like, they didn't really know. But Nolan and Thetis seen it like firsthand, bro. Why would y'all even plan an attack on this man? And I know the attack didn't go as planned, but he's saying like, yeah, just stick together, we could beat him. Bro, y'all was not beating him, gang. It was y'all was never going to beat him. And then we got this dumbass Oliver. Like, bro, who do you think you are, gang? Like, here's the thing with Oliver, bro. Like, I get you just a kid, but it gets to a point, bro. Like, that shit was excusable back with Conquest, because you was really a kid then. And I get you a kid with powers and you trying to help or whatever, that's cool. But Conquest did as wax your shit. And now you're a teenager now. And now, like, you using that, like, as an achievement. Like, that's on your, like, you putting that on your resume that you fought Conquest. Like, Conquest put belt to ass, bro. That wasn't a fight. And then you fight him again as a teenager rushing in. And then, of course, you get waxed again. And then you needed to be saved. Now, at this point, you had to have learned your lesson, right? Like, you know you're not hanging with these niggas. Bro, you rushed Thragg, bro. You did ass. No, a hot take, bro. I'm gonna say it. Like, I wish you died for that. I'm not gonna lie. How many times can you make these mistakes and keep living? And then it's like, you make the mistake, and then you don't learn, bro. Like, you just don't learn, gang. Like, right now, you in that joint looking like Goku. And then when you come out, you still gonna be on that timing. I already know you are, bro. I know it. Like, that you just being a kid excuse can only take you so far, gang. I ain't gonna lie, I don't know how this turned to a rant about Oliver. This is a Thragg video. But yeah, bro, Thragg, I don't know what they finna do with, bro. Like, y'all can't, it's nothing y'all can do, bro. Leave this man alone.